There's something special about the Brits. We've all seen the silly humor, their fish and chips, and all this tea drinking.
A cup of tea is when it's made by someone else. For me.
They have James Bond and the Royals, and even in music.
Behind his back.
Strange sports that make them thirsty. It's time to visit their island and see what's going on.
Let us therefore brace ourselves.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. I'm on my way to what I want from this world. And years from now, you'll make it to the next world. And everything that you receive up yonder is what you give to me the day I wonder. I took a right turning yesterday. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
So back in Sweden, we get on our bikes, as usual, with only some clothes and toothbrushes in the luggage. And as we set off, we get straight into training for the UK weather. Getting to UK from Sweden is a bit tricky, but we hopped on the ferry to Kiel in Germany, and then we transported over to the Netherlands for our next ferry, all in pouring rain. In the port of IJmuiden, we got to the last ferry that would take us straight into the action.
On the ferry. Ooh. Skål, skål.
But the 5-bed cabin was not what we thought. The ferry would take us to Newcastle in northern England, not far from the Scottish border. First on the agenda, driving on the left side of the road. Så, men det känns lite nybörjarnivå det här ändå. Nej.
Det funkar, då kommer man bara in rätt.
Så blinkar man vänster ut ur rondellen. After a short stretch of highway, we dived right into the lush countryside of Northumberland. Heading for the Scottish border, we got a nice route from our friends at Adventure Spec, which routed us through the Northumberland National Park and the Kielder Forest. The destination for the day was to reach our friend James in Edinburgh for a little get-together. Oj, oj, oj. Going into Alwinton med fina gröna kullar här. Rose and Thistle Inn. Här ska vi. No worries. Ja, jättefint. Lite blå himmel där framme. Dit är vi på väg. Men spring inte ut i vägen. Så ja.
Nu ropar de på varandra här.
Ja,
så ja. Nu så. We are in Otterburn Ranges, the military training area, with all the sheep. Soon crossing into Scotland. Get the passports ready. Kielder Forest. Let's go. Kildare Forest is the largest forest in England and is often home to one of the many rally motor roadbook rallies. The roads here actually felt a little bit Swedish.
Får ni betala då?
5
Gör det med kort. Ja, men det är mycket. Betalar man?
At the Scottish borders. Let's put a little Nomad Sweden sticker. Going into Scottish territory. Yes. Edinburgh, also called the Athens of the North, is where we would get our first real taste of Scotland, literally, and with a little help from James.
Då var de där damerna och väntade på att någon skulle gå över korsningen.
Hello! Hello! James! The Swedes have arrived.
Hey! You brought the son with you as well?
Yeah, we did. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, we had a great ride.
The gang. Hi, I'm James. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Stefan.
Stefan. I know some of your names. Sven?
Seymour.
Tony. Tony.
Seymour.
Seymour. So when I was, we first bought this house, I had a wooden garage.
Okay. And
I
you...
I was knocking it down and I was a bit knackered one day. I just left the front door up and my bike, my Tenere 600 behind it, didn't lock it. Next day, because it was been on the road,
Okay.
muddy footprints and the wheels going.
IPA, everything is IPA. Jag tar den då. Loch Lomond Brewery.
Ah,
Yes.
Scottish beer.
Nice.
We do like this.
Oh! Unser Zimmer? Ah, the big bad guys. Ja, men det blir väl fint det här. Toilet. Living room. In the middle of city center Edinburgh. And tonight James will take us out on haggis and whiskey. Are you up for haggis?
Of course.
Of course. Whoa. We're in for some haggis and whiskey now. Okay, up a notch.
Any other drinks?
Yes, just a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, hey, look at that. Fantastic.
Var det slå an?
Should we start with a whiskey toast?
Yeah. Well, yeah, so Slanjivan, Lang May Lumrik.
Slanjua.
Slanjivan.
I'm tasting the pure thing first. It is so familiar.
Yeah?
Korvkaka. For all Swedes at home, this is korvkaka. Yes, and I love korvkaka. We would have lingonberry to it.
Lingonberry, wow.
But now with, and this is what's
That's
underneath.
turnip or Swede.
Oh yeah.
We call it Swede.
Sweden.
Oh. I finished all
The race.
before you. I won, James.
Popular price and I recommend you draft made. If you ask me, I prefer always draft beer like a bottle.
Let's have a taste on our whiskeys, James. Slanjua. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have to do that because otherwise we would forget like,
That's the problem in Scotland and the UK. Every now and then.
yeah.
other people come in and take over.
Yeah, exactly, because that doesn't happen very well. But you need to have, each family needs to have at least one point.
What's happening, Seymour? What we're doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Something you should have done before we left?
Yeah, of course.
Changing the sprocket. Yeah, it's time. But luckily, our James here had a sprocket lying around, right?
That's right there. A spare.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Not only haggis and whiskey in this guy. Break it loose. 90 Newton meters.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, or was it 9? My favorite is here. The 600. I'd like to have one of those.
Which way?
Ja.
Straight ahead?
Ja, vi kör rakt fram. Det är bra. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to Sterling. Today we started riding up north, deep into Scotland, following some suggestions from James and the patches of blue in the sky. And on our first stop, we paid a tribute to Mr. Wallace. Lite lummigt. Blir du överfallna här inne kanske?
Vad finns det? Riktigt uppenbart ställe.
Ja. Oj, vad ni gasar. Nu blir det lite bättre väder kanske.
Så fuktigt längre.
Men fortfarande 11 grader.
Ja.
Nature's Scott. We found a place to stay in Fort Augustus near Loch Ness, which would be on our list for tomorrow. But first, a visit to the local pub. Cheers! Skål! Slanjeva! And each morning we checked the map and decided where to ride today. Vänta lite nu. Vi har svängde fel.
Ja, just det.
Det var bara följde vägen. Vi vänder här.
Korsningen. Ja.
We started the day with the legendary Loch Ness and stayed on the east side where there's less tourists, just like Nessie would. Loch Ness. Behind some trees. Our first encounter was with a fellow adventurer.
All the way to the north end of Shetland is where I've just been.
Okay, how nice. I need to I need to film your solar solution. It's homemade?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Well, I have this thing called the sun.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you powering? Are you powering? Are you powering the electric
Yes,
bike?
at the moment, excuse my waist,
Oh, no.
I have an adapter to charge my phone and other things
Oh, yeah.
while I'm not riding. And then this plugs into here,
All right, yeah.
and under here I have this thing here I can barely see is 2 big diodes.
All right, yeah.
So Shimano battery, otherwise the Shimano motor won't work.
Yeah.
And then the 2 diodes say whichever battery is the fullest, that one drives the bike. So I keep my solar battery full, I run entirely on solar.
Awesome.
So if I turn this bike on, Shimano battery switch on, in the lowest level of assistance it will say I have 37 kilometers of range. It has said that for a week.
All right.
Because I'm only running on the big battery in there, which is charged by the sun.
That's awesome. So did you see anything, hear any splashes from the...
From the Nessie?
Yeah.
There were 4 last night playing around.
There were?
Around the campfire. Oh, maybe they weren't Nessies.
So, Loch Ness. There is something. Oh.
Well, nothing to see here. No Nessie.
Nessie today.
That's the same.
NC500. Lite amputerad version på rekommendation. The North Coast 500 is a tourist route that takes you around the fantastic coastline of northern Scotland. We decided to follow it, but skip the northeastern part by going diagonally up to Durness, the most northern part of our trip. Och till höger har vi Loch. Stopped for some rain gear. These are really vast areas heading up northwest to Durness. Lite speciellt. Häftigt. En liten ö där ute med lite stenhus och stenbira. Ja.
Helvete vad grönt det blir.
Det är ju där ute det här fyrtornet är. Men det är nog fan, jag tror inte man kan komma ut i.
Men är det ju den där slottsruinen jag pratade om?
Ja.
Ja, till vänster där nere.
Det är din present.
Ja, annars ligger det en där på kullen där.
Private. Då åker vi till Ullapool.
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 Eller Ullapull som de står. Ullapool.
So we're at our most northern point now in Durness. And now we're going down to Ullapool to stay at the hotel. So most northern point. Check. We arrived in Ullapool for the night in pouring rain, but luckily it was Seymour's birthday. Seymour, du fyller år idag.
Yeah.
Vad ska du ha till dessert?
I think I take a Ullapool mess, va? Riktiga ullabolröra.
Det är röra det.
Den röra som jag har. Ja, det som jag har.
Ja, då tar vi en ullabolröra.
Jajamän.
Ja. Yesterday was pouring down rain. And this morning, let's have the coffee outside. Good morning.
God morgon, god morgon.
Vilken morgon.
Vilken morgon, ja. Helt fantastiskt. Då är människor igång.
How about 5 kilometer round? No. Åh, kolla här. Oh, sweating. What a beautiful day. In this perfect weather, we had a fantastic ride ahead of us on perhaps the most beautiful part of the whole NC 500, the highlight being the mountain pass at Applecross. Majestic. Och det här havet.
No, you're never gonna get it out.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. What happened? Oh, okay, straight ahead. So yeah, you're getting help. Okay. Alright, so never get it right. No. If you don't carry it.
Nomad Sweden conquering new roads, cruising through the lands of Viking lore, British Islands away, we're ready for more. Mist in the air, adventure on our minds, convinced we're the Vikings of modern
Här har vi lite
times.
stämning.
Conquering the islands forevermore. Nomad Sweden, riding fierce and free, exploring islands like Vikings on a spree, roaming through history in a cinematic quest. Viking nomads taking on the very best, taking on the very best.
Jag får åka ner till er och vända. Hej.
Huh?
Pub at the top, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm looking for my drone, that's why I'm going back and forth. Inte här heller. Jo, här är det. Ah, there's my drone.
Hittar du?
Ja.
Ja, bra.
Oh. Ah, brakes.
That's what we're thinking, but it's just going to be in an old van that we're borrowing and we're a bit panicked, but I'd like to find
Yeah.
brakes.
Have you felt the rims? Is one of the, are they very hot? As they say at the bar, you better cool off a bit. Oh.
Give it a few minutes.
Yeah. Found it. Yeah. So what's this project?
I'm trying to walk the North Coast 500 the whole way.
So that's your luggage?
That's my luggage. I'm raising money for a charity back in Australia called Friends for Good.
Okay.
It's all about reducing loneliness.
Yeah?
So I'm stopping at every nursing home and pub to have some chats and yeah.
All right.
An adventure.
Where can we find you?
There's a QR code, but on Instagram it's Scottish Wheelbarrow Adventure.
Scottish Wheelbarrow Adventure. I'll recognize that.
Lovely.
We're a YouTube channel, so I'll film you and I'll post that link also.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Beautiful. What's your name?
Robert.
Robert Craig.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right,
Bye.
take care.
Så. Det måste vara där då.
Ja visst, det är det. Al-Makara Hotel.
Ser ju mysigt ut. Ska vi stå lite här bakom eller?
Det är entrén här på andra sidan, eller här är kanske. Vadå?
Lite regnig dag idag.
Ja, det blir det nog.
Vi tar det vi får.
Lite pissigt.
The Isle of Skye Bridge. Over there is Isle of Skye. We're skipping it due to bad weather and time. Heading for the lightest, brightest part of the sky. Waiting for the ferry, we stopped by this little cafe where the owner made Swedish cinnamon buns for the first time. She got really nervous when the 4 Swedes dropped in to evaluate. Cute little shack. Swedish fika approved. All right, då kör vi. Då så.
Let's go.
So we left the Isle of Skye with the ferry to Lake, heading for the famous Glenfinnan Viaduct, hoping to see the train made famous by the Harry Potter movies. Then continuing down south for some change in scenery.
Kör kapp där då.
Här är loket, det ska åka. Vi måste hinna före det till viadukten. Om det nu är det loket, men det lär det ju vara. There is a steam train service going over this bridge 4 times a day. Unfortunately, we never saw the actual train. Luckily, however, each day ends the same way. Charging. Let's go down for a pint.
Oui.
Oui?
Nej, så säger man inte här inte.
Nej.
Of course.
In Scotland you say aye. Scottish breakfast. Black pudding, haggis, eggs benedict.
Sen var det ju på, tror jag var på.
Eggs royale. A new day. Då kör vi mot Lake District. The fancy mansion och the filling station. With a new goal in mind, we transported out of Scotland, heading for the Lake District, where we had a breakfast date the next day. Det är mycket att titta på.
Mycket outdoor-prylsaffärer.
Ja. Tror det är med alla bergen och så här runt omkring att det är mycket mountainbike och vandring och...
Ja, mängder. Det är typ 4 butiker hiking jag har sett.
Ja.
Väldigt nära varandra. 5.
Så, Keswick Country House.
Här vi har. Ska vi se, där har vi hotell. Ska vi hitta någonstans. Där har vi en parkering.
Ja, fint.
Här har vi också parkering.
3 sängar.
Ja.
Ett hotell. Ett castle. Let's slip into something more comfortable, shall we?
Wow,
I have a chair. Go do this, go do that.
King in the castle.
Var är Stefan och de nu, ja? Boardroom ladies.
Hi there, you alright?
Yeah, hi. Have you seen two Swedes ordering beer?
They're outside.
Okay.
Well, the revolving door, turn left, and the beer garden out there. They've got your, I assume you're the other two people I've got Stella.
Yeah.
You have the packs of Stella waiting for you.
Ah, that's awesome. Här sitter de in the garden. We thought you were Swedes. You get two pints of Stella waiting for you in the garden. Good morning.
Good morning.
Leaving the castle, heading for the Lakes District with Clive and Noel. That'll be fun. At the filling station, we would finally meet Clive Barber and Noel Tom from the Trail and Adventure Motorbike podcast, who would guide us around the Lake District.
Nice to see you. Good to meet you properly.
Yeah.
4 black coffees yet? Bottle water yet?
All right, Clive Barber, the Trail and Adventure Motorbike podcast. Our hosts for today, the new TAMP podcast.
Yeah.
So this feels so big.
Oh yeah.
But it feels like a proper motorbike. You know, it's big.
Yeah.
I'll share with you all the Swedish words I know.
Yeah.
Right along.
You will learn a few. Whenever you, the most useful phrase in Swedish is fy fan.
Fy fan.
You can use it when you're disgusted or when it's really good or awesome or really bad, just whatever. You just say fy fan.
So going right back up to the roundabout. It is probably the most beautiful place in England, at least anyway.
Yeah, it does look stunning so far, and I guess it gets better.
Oh, there is my winter socks walking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, with scenery like this, I do understand why people drive their motorbikes off the road and down to the river.
Look at that. Fy fan.
Does this bring us out on the Rhinos Road?
But it takes us back to Borrowdale, over Hollister Pass.
Okay.
Motor unable to rotate. I thought I could, but we're really close to it now.
Ah, here it is. Yeah, I tried to start the engine and I heard it.
Border collie working.
Leather dogs. Those dogs are fascinating, I think.
Yeah.
You have a dog just like that.
The Swedes are having meatballs, and that's for you.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Is it really?
Yeah, but we went through 100 of gates, but they were all open.
Hey, it's open.
Yeah, it was open.
That jumps in for us.
Little jumps are fun.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? We actually go through a farmyard here. Great.
Meant to be showers all day.
Yeah, we were very lucky. This is what fame feels like. Someone snapping photos.
A great day out.
Yeah, it was fantastic with the weather, with the company, with the trails, and even
scenery.
Asphalt, but really adventurous asphalt.
Yeah. Well, we did some trails, not many.
Yeah, not many, but they were fun too. Did some jumps. Ah, there's a brown horse for the illiterate. What a day! But I use it all the time at home and in the garage. And
I think I'm just hanging on to the past because I take a camera away every time.
Oh, pissing down.
Pissing down.
Skål på det.
Skål på det. Skål på det. Någonting på. Har ni nu var de stämda.
Det var lite olika ton i dem. Ding, 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 ding. Den här var ljusa ton. Ding, ding, ding. Oops. Då lämnar vi The Brown Horse och Lake District. Kör ner mot norra Wales.
Yes.
Goodbye, horsey. During this trip, we perfected the refueling routine to get all bikes filled on one receipt. Du passar med en T7 faktiskt också. Next on our trip would be Wales, so we navigated between the big cities Liverpool and Manchester to get down to a good starting point for the next day. Hello Wales! Hello Wales!
Vad ska vi till nu då? Vi vill svänga höger här om 130 meter.
Himla bra då! Ja men det ser ju bättre ut än på bilderna ja.
Ett Hallardy. Och där är det reception.
Här talar de Welsh. Time for bed. Wales is a great area for both on and off-road, and we could easily spend a lot of time here. But we were getting short on time and we had to keep it a bit short. So there's always next time. Nu har vi väl lite Snowdonia area här då, får vi se vad det är it's all about. Ja, mäktigt. Små byar. Vi ska över bron här faktiskt.
Kanske vägen kanske går där på automatik.
The Skinner's Arms.
Här måste det finnas lite
Open dogs, okej.
Arms där.
The R like so it's like you guys like Ruby. My name is Robert.
Oh yeah, nice. Robert, it's making Ruby.
Ruby.
Robert's
Det är golfare och får. Skriker de det då eller? Får!
Yes, I can see that.
En liten damm och lite fiskebåtar.
Var det lite knixelixigt?
Här var det lite knixelixigt, ja.
Trafik.
Massa fårbajs.
Jag är med.
Se vart det tar vägen här. Jo, men det är lite så här rollercoaster among the Welsh mountains and sheep. Baffle House. How?
Mycket bilar.
Och redan en del hojar här.
Jag känner ner till höger där, va?
Ja.
Men det är verkstad. Nej, vad fan är detta?
Jag vet inte.
Ja, jag vet inte fan. Det är vi ska vara.
Vi parkerar här. That's a nice rugged bike you have there.
Lovely rugged, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well used. Yes.
So let my blue heart pretend I'm just a fool and I can't get over you. So let me dream.
That's a good one. What's up? Here comes Tony. And as the channel comes closer, so does the end of our trip through the UK. Our destination is the ferry in Poole over to France, and we'll take the small roads there. Han pekar ju liksom bara runt, du ska ut och ner här. Men vi kollar där. Is it... Hi. Sorry? Okay. On Hell's Lane. Okay, it's too bad. Okay, then we skip it and go back. Thanks for the advice.
Okej, då tar jag 25 år för att få vända borta lite grann på hans spår där.
Vart ska vi? Tillbaks eller?
Ja, det vänder.
Titta, det var lite söt. Good morning.
You all together?
Yes.
And we're all on Brittany ferries?
Yes, to Cherbourg.
All you need is your passports when you get to the kiosk.
Okay.
And so this trip comes to an end with a long transport back home to Sweden. We really enjoyed scraping the surface of the United Kingdom and hope to return again for more in the future. Thank you so much for watching all the way here, and stay tuned in our channel for more to come.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. I'm on my way from misery to happiness.